Hi, my name is Kathrine Lee, and I am really excited to share with you today the difference between a facilitator and a coach or trainer or consultant, which can all be kind of in the same category for our purposes today. When we think about facilitating, we want to think about the fact that a facilitator asks questions. That's really a key function of a facilitator, where a coach kind of tells and guides the specific agenda that they have for the day. So for instance, when we are taking, for instance, the Brave Leaders program and facilitating the content, Brene Brown is the trainer, the coach, the consultant, right? And we get to just ask questions. What stood out to you? What hit you a certain way? Tell me more about that. I'd love to hear more. And it really is about having people go deep. It's about guiding a conversation. So a facilitator listens, and a coach, consultant, they really teach. And we're not here to teach. Brene Brown is here to teach in the Brave Leaders program. And if you're facilitating any other program, it's going to be the same foundational piece. The other thing is the facilitator is about promoting thinking, where a coach is about sharing information. So again, Brene, in our case, is the coach, and we're about provoking the thinking around that. How does this apply to your business? How does this apply to your personal life? How did you feel when you heard that? Did it bring up any thoughts? Have you seen any patterns in your life? These are the kinds of questions that a facilitator can ask. And even in summary, how are you going to apply this? How is this going to make a difference in your life and in your business? Those are the things that make a difference for a facilitator. Of course, a facilitator also creates a learning environment where a coach really creates an agenda. And so in this learning environment that we have, we want to make sure that everyone gets a voice. As a facilitator, we want to guide people back to the conversation at hand. We want to guide people to share in a way that is authentic and vulnerable. We also want to make sure everyone has a voice. So being able to set up with your group to be able to say, hey, why don't we round robin, really paying attention to time. A facilitator guides time as well. So to be able to say, okay, we have 4 sections today and we want to hear everyone's voice. And so in order to do that, what we're going to need is for this first section for everybody to take 60 seconds or less. And I'll be the bad guy. When you're at about 45 seconds, I'll say, hey, we got to wrap up. And that's not because we don't want to hear your voice, but it's because we want to give voice to everyone on the call. That's a facilitator's job, is to bring the conversation back to the content or question at hand, and to keep everyone on time, and to be able to make sure that everyone has a voice. The other thing is, when we are in this type of program, we are relationship driven. Coaching is strategy driven. So when we're coaching in our Juice Plus business, when we're in that position, we have the ability to say, hey, this is the agenda, this is the outcome, this is the goal we're looking for, and to equip with the tools. Where as a facilitator of a program, you're really asking them, how do you want to apply? What is your goal? What does that look like? Right? Our job as a national marketing director or a leader at any level in our business is to take and say to somebody, what is it that you are wanting to accomplish? But then as a coach or a sponsor, we are able to say to somebody, well, this is how you get there. Where with the Brene Brown program, we're really talking to them about how it's hitting them and how they want to get to where they want to go based on what they're learning about themselves. So this is process specific. When you're facilitating, we're facilitating a process, and we want to make sure that we remember that this is about others. It's not our time to shine as a facilitator. We certainly can say, hey, when I was there, I felt the same way, and give a very short story. But most of the time, we don't want to talk. We just want to say, I hear you, I see you, I've been there, and I've come to the other side. So let's process. We're here for you. The group is here for you. And really turning to the group instead of you being the solution, turning to the group to say, hey guys, what do you think about that? Do any of the rest of you feel that way, or have you been there? That creates a cohesive group, again, where everybody has a voice and they become a peer-led group. So have fun. Let Brene be the expert in our case, or any program that we end up facilitating. Let's make sure that we let expert be the expert, and we get the privilege of coming alongside and being a witness to people's growth as we create an environment of discovery and growth for everyone. Have a wonderful time and enjoy your groups.